I'm gonna give you guys honestly a lot of freaking information, all right? And these are information that it's not just like you can find on YouTube type shit. This is the stuff that Dan and I, mainly me, because I showed him, but I'm a huge social media nerd, if you guys know me personally. And so I literally just nerd out on this stuff and throw shit at the wall until something sticks. And that's how I formulate a lot of my strategies. So I don't base them on freaking feelings. I base them on actual facts and things that I've tested on in the past. And also, you guys it might not work for you. Okay, that's the realistic point of view here. I'm not here to sell you guys a freaking dream or sell you guys a lie. I'm literally showing you things that has worked for myself, things that's worked for Dan and a bunch of other people as well. And because there are so many changes in 2025, I think it's fair that we level the playing field for us as DJs and producers and creators to then utilize these platforms that we have access to for free to then grow our projects. If you know you should be posting, but you've done fuck all with your social media. So today we're going to be covering the music industry shift, 2025 TikTok, Instagram algorithm changes, right? 6 actions to optimize your social media. And I'm going to break down also one of my viral videos and show you guys how easy it is to go viral once you know how everything fucking works. Also, apologies in advance. I swear a lot, especially because I'm very passionate and Australian. Everyone knows, right, that in 2025, things are fucking completely different than they were 10 or 20 years ago. Okay, so this is what I'm going to give you guys as a very, very quick example of what it used to be and what it is now. Right, so 10, 20 years ago, now. Record labels, radio stations, industry, all these guys that are gatekeepers they basically are in control of where your music gets marketed to, right? But good thing that in 2025, it's like you guys as independent artists can reach your audience straight away right there in front of you without the middleman. So I see a lot of people saying that I need to go into the labels and I need to go send my music and send my content to labels. You don't need them. They need you, right?
Can I just say one thing as well? Yeah. Like a lot of people always are chasing labels and wondering what label to pitch their music to and stuff. If you do all this other stuff and you just be the magnet, the labels will come to you. Stop focusing on finding them, because if you're just being the most authentic version of you, the labels will come to you. So just focus on that self-branding stuff first and be the best version of that, and then everything else happens.
Exactly. Right. So the artist's main focus, obviously, was making great music, which is literally what you guys want to freaking do, right? And it's the fun part. But unfortunately, artists, we are our own brand now. Okay, Coca-Cola, freaking Pepsi and stuff, Don Darko, Blackout.
Unfortunately, I think it's like just lean into that. You know?
Yeah, but
it's just different. A lot of we didn't sign up to be content creators when we started.
Exactly. But you got to start treating yourself like a freaking brand. Okay, so you got to act like one and stop acting like you're just this dude or girl that freaking makes music in their parents' basement. Right? The industry is now revolved around, back then was physical sales. Like who was there? One's in the chat if you ever went to Sanity and bought a freaking CD. Because 100% that was me. Justin Timberlake dropped a song, bam. You know what I mean?
Tenacious D.
Yeah, Tenacious D. There you go.
Ministry of Sound.
And so many people still trying to move on from literally hard physical copies, right? But unfortunately, this is the way that music gets pushed out now is digital streaming platforms, right? Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, all the stuff that you hear are now like consumable online. You don't have to go out and buy a CD anymore, right? Artists had the sense of mysterious personality and it's kind of like you kept yourself private because you don't want to show, the fans who you are or reveal too much. But those days are over because now transparency and authenticity wins. Okay, so once you clearly see, right, the difference in how you should basically carry yourself as an artist now to 10 or 20 years ago, Once you have it written in front of you, like on what I have on the slide right now, then you can kind of see, oh man, I actually need to start treating myself.
Someone raised their hand. Doppy, you got a question?
Yeah, they can't because they essentially, they won't be able to speak because.
Oh, word. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because it's the.
You write it in the chat.
Yeah, write it in the chat. If anyone has any questions, we'll leave it till the end. Okay, just save them for then. So the importance of the mindset, right? Because you've got to adopt modern strategies to stop treating the music industry like it was when the days and the times when your parents were on the come up. Okay, so I know everyone is going to freaking complain like freaking Dan here. Okay, I listened to him bitch for literally 6 months about content, and I just told him, did you get it out? All right. Complain all you freaking want because 99% of you are going to do the same thing.
So Doppy wrote his question. I think it's a good one to what you're saying. He says, how do you know if you're showing too much of yourself? Like, is there a limit where it's too personal maybe?
No, I don't think there's showing too much of yourself because the more unique you are, the more you stand out, right? Because us as artists, we have to understand that our whole thing is literally to stand out.
Yes.
So it's like the more you go out and show too much of
yourself.
yourself, you're showing the uniqueness of yourself. Just think of that as like a point.
And you'll always resonate with people who are like you. You don't need to be extroverted and crazy like Quincy over here or Don Darko over here. You know,
Exactly.
if you can be more solemn, as long as you're making content and it's coming out consistently and shows that side, people will connect with it.
But it's saying that, like, I think what Doopy's asking is like showing too much. Like, you don't need to post a story of you brushing your teeth and stuff like that. Like, just interesting stuff, I guess. Like,
well, but it's like it depends then if that's their personality or if that's the type of person, right?
Maybe they're a dentist.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay. Let's quickly move on. So, yeah, complain all you want, but as long as you get it all out and take action, okay, embrace the changes because having that mindset enables you to literally succeed from as soon as you tell yourself, no, I'm going to go with the changes. I'm not going to freaking complain. Every time there's going to be a change in the industry, you're literally going to take that on with a positive mindset. Less planning, more posting. All right. I've snooped around at pretty much most of your guys, because I see a lot of familiar names here. I've snooped around at most of your guys' Instagrams, and I've also had conversations with you guys in person. And some of you guys have amazing ideas, bro. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm thinking of doing content of this. It's too much planning, not enough posting. You guys could literally just post freaking every day with no real plan, and it'll do better than planning 90% of the time and 10%.
And then the more you post, that's how you learn what does well and what doesn't do well.
100%.
You don't learn that without posting.
Exactly. So this is when I first started, right? Just showing that I was in the same boat as you guys 2 years ago. And when I literally threw shit at a freaking wall until one stuck. Okay, I made a series like, my attempt to become Australia's next big electronic music artist, and I just stuck to it. As you can see, like even in just 1 or 2 months, like my posts, I was already doing 35 posts, and that was like videos and reels, and I did it both on TikTok and on Instagram, and now I'm almost at 50,000. But it just shows that it's like if you just don't stop, you'll get to a place where you understand a lot more. Right, so stop treating social media like it's 2020, okay? We're not locked in a house anymore. There's no freaking COVID outside. You got to treat yourself differently. Everyone's out and about. Everyone is now over-consuming content on their mobile phones. So treat it like that, okay? Because social media right now is on freaking easy mode. And I'm not saying that like to freaking show off. I'm literally being as honest as I can that I feel social media right now is on easy mode. And that's from me, like I'm helping people out like Dan and starting like a side quest and getting a strategy to do content and then doing some numbers on that. We started, Marsha and I did a podcast, and I was like, I'm going to see if I can get a viral video with a podcast layout. We did that. We did one, we're doing vlogs. It's so possible in whatever it is you are doing, as long as you have the right strategies. It's literally on easy mode right now. Okay. So 2025 TikTok algorithm. And literally this is something that you need to probably screenshot. Okay. So give me some ones in the chat if you guys use TikTok regularly to post.
Yeah, and while they're doing that, Corey's asked, is there such a thing?
We'll do it in the end. 'Cause I'm covering that. I'm covering all that.
Copy that.
So TikTok algorithm, who here posts a shitload on TikTok? Right? And then two, if you only consume but you don't post on TikTok. Let's see, most of you guys are posting. Two, a lot of you guys are consuming. Now, the people that are consuming and not posting, why are you not posting on one of the biggest traffic apps out there in the world? You're literally missing out on free traffic, right? Let's just get this. Let me just tell you this quickly. So for this webinar, we did 2 story posts, and then it got 200 something signups for people with just 2 story posts, right? And yes, you guys can say, oh, you guys have followers, whatever. We have friends of ours that run businesses. They do paid ads to get the same amount of traction and reach. It costs them over $10,000. It's like these platforms, you get free organic reach that you don't have to pay for paid ads if you just learn how to utilize them. Okay, so this is a 2025 TikTok algorithm changes. So I did my freaking deep dive on it, and I found that it's in a numerical system, which means it's very transparent, and they've revealed that it's very, very easy to actually now figure out how to make your posts do well. A like that you get on a video on TikTok equals 1 point. Comment equals 2. Shares equals 3. Full length viewing of a video equals 4. All right, you hear the clicks. That means pay attention. Freaking screenshot this if you must, or screen record.
And this is all transparent. This is not Quincy's insider info.
Yeah.
Like this is
legitimately from TikTok. Yes.
We got Benjamin, Diana writing notes.
Yeah, 100%.
We see you. We see you.
yeah, this is available.
Yeah.
You can find this info yourself.
Exactly. Right. So rewatch, it's 5 points. Okay. So what does that mean? Okay. For those of you guys that are like, okay, what the freaking hell does that mean with all these point system? TikTok allocates your content to 300 people
when you post it.
When you post. So those people that most of you guys that are on 200 view jail, that's what we call it, is because when your content gets posted out to 300 people, it didn't pass the test. And so it had 200 or 300 views, and that's about it. Now, I'm going to help you even further and break it down of what that also means. So total of 50 points is required for you to get out and move on to the next tier and be shown to more than 300 people. Okay, so breaking that down, it means this is different ways that you're going to hit 50 points. You can either have 10 different people re-watching your content. You can have 13 people watching your full video from start to finish, right? 17 people sharing your video. 25 people commenting on your video, or 50 likes on your video. So once you break all this down, it's much easier for you to move on to the next phase. So if you're stuck at 200 or 300 views, stop making the same fucking videos, the same content, and then complaining. Figure out why. Are you hitting all these markers? If not, you don't even need to hit all of them. You just need to hit one. And yes, exactly like what my mentor said, switch it up. If the video doesn't work, then find a different strategy. If you find it hard to get 10 people re-watching your content, then go and try and make 13 people to watch the full length of the video. If you're making a full 1 minute video, that's probably not going to happen, because attention is the game right now, and you're trying to make people spend a minute to try and watch your content. Right? So the easiest one is probably to get 50 likes or 25 of your friends commenting on your videos. Okay? So that is TikTok in a nutshell. So moving on to Instagram algorithm. You've got to treat your profile like a portfolio. What I mean by that is they're gone are the days of you just posting a photo of your dog and be like, this is what I did last Saturday. That's just if you want to have a nice social media platform. And that's for the people that are just there talking to their friends and keeping in touch, but not for people like you guys that want to be successful artists. You got to treat it like it's freaking video. If you're into music and this is what you're doing, make a new music freaking profile. There's no use having your own personal one that you've had since high school because it has 400 or 500 followers. You're going to get that through one video. It's possible. Follower count does not matter, right? Most people say, oh, it's easy for you to say because you have 50,000 followers to make a video. No, The algorithm is clearly stated. You can see, and Sork Moziri, the CEO of Instagram, has clearly stated that all your freaking video content mostly get put out to non-followers.
Correct.
Which means that when you make content, you have all these people that aren't necessarily following you as the first point of contact to watch your video. And so if they don't find your content amusing, then they're not going to push it out. Right? Because and the only way you do that is to thrive on consistency. Because if the AI algorithm does not know what your profile is for, if it can't categorize your profile, then it's not going to understand who it's going to show it to. Reels are for growth because it's the short form content is king these days, right? So this is in a nutshell of the Instagram algorithm and how it works. If you want good views, have a good hook. A good hook is the first 3 to 5 seconds to absolutely go ham and retain attention. Speak with authority, right? If I was like, oh, hey guys, this what I did with it. If you're trying to teach people something and you're speaking like that, then it's probably not a good enough hook. You have to speak with authority. Now, if I'm telling you guys, have a good hook in your video, I'm not going, oh, have a good hook. Because I'm coming from a point of authority. I'm coming from a point where I've done it and I've learned and I understand how it works. Likes, if you want to get a lot of likes, things that are relevant. If you want to get comments, things that are thought-provoking, and you can also ask questions in the captions, and that also creates people talking. Relatable content creates more shares, and things that are insightful and teaches people a lesson generates more saves. Okay, so you gotta go and tackle your content with an actual purpose rather than just putting it out there and hoping for the best. Okay.
Did you start a new Instagram when you started Don Darko? Was that a fresh page?
Yeah, fresh page.
Because someone here asked about it. I just think it's a really important point that you just brought up, that like that can reset your audience profile, reset your reach algorithm.
Yes.
And
correct.
so, yeah, if you do want to start a fresh Insta that's not your personal account and just for your project, highly recommend doing it.
Definitely.
Alexia said that she vouches for it. She's done it. And it made her audience more accurate. So,
because think about this, right? So if I decided I wanted to become a cooking guru or whatever, or a PT, and I wanted to use Don Darko because I'm like, hey, it's got 50,000 followers and stuff on there. It's going to be worse than if I went and started a new account and just did a fitness guru page.
It'll show it to the wrong people.
Exactly. Because what it's basically showing is that I now have 50,000 touch points of people that now know my profile for music production, drum and bass, and DJing. And it's what the algorithm and Instagram optimize my profile for. If I'm not making any of those types of content, it's not going to show it to the right people, because then it's going to signal to basically Instagram to be like, oh, this guy's did he sell his account? Is someone else running it? Did he get hacked? Because it's not being showed to what his usual niche of audience is. That's why if you guys if you guys see what I'm doing on Instagram, I have Don Darko Vlogs, Tune the Chaos for Podcast, TMA for giving out value and teaching you guys and mentoring. And I have Don Darko for my own normal music page. And I post completely different things on all 4 accounts because they all serve different types of audiences, right? And so that is literally how you have to carry yourself. And if you guys are on the fence and you're yet to start making content or launching your own music brand, and you decide, oh, you know what, I'm going to use my personal page because I've got 3,000 followers on there. Those 3,000 followers consist of your auntie, your grandma, Auntie Ethel, Uncle Baz, that doesn't give a shit about you and your music, right? And so what is going to happen when you make a freaking video? Uncle Baz is going to look at it and be like, the hell's this bullshit, and scroll along. And all that does is signals to the Instagram algorithm that it's not, because it thinks that, oh, this person is just not making good content. It's not. Whereas if you started a new account where the algorithm doesn't know who you are yet, it's then going to test out different types of audiences. And then it's going to find the right one for you. And then all you have to do is post the same shit so that it learns that, oh yeah, this guy's a producer or this guy's an artist, and it'll post to the right person. Whereas it's harder to change from a niche to something else. It's better off to just start a new page. Okay. Who learned something from that? It's like who's started their own projects and stuff already? Press 1 in the chat, please. I just want to know if some of you guys here already have your own music projects. You guys already started and have a name and have a brand and have everything. Awesome. Okay. And now give me a 2 if you guys started a new page for that, or you guys ended up changing your personal account to changing your personal account to your music one. So give me a 2 if you've started a new account. Sweet. Okay. And then is there anyone, give me a 3 if someone continued on from their personal account. You did, hey?
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. True.
Didn't work.
Yeah. 3. Well, you see, it's like, I wouldn't do, unless you're going from music to music, I would rather just start a new Instagram page, because it's much easier to grow that. Right. In 1 month, I went from 66 followers to over 4,000, just because I just post the same shit. And it like pretty much surpassed my personal account, right, in a month. Mm-hmm. So it shows you that like Instagram is rewarding you for sticking to one thing, because it helps them categorize the accounts for them to then put ads through. That's how they make their money, guys. You think Instagram is free and you think like TikTok is free? You're the product, because you guys give the attention to all these brands and all these labels, right? And if they can categorize you better and understand your behaviors better, they can then sell that data to people that are willing to pay for it. That's why when you speak shit on your phone or you look up stuff on Google, suddenly you're getting ads for it. And that's because that's how it's designed to work, to make you spend money. Right? So if you go to
the next step, I reckon.
Yeah. So now we're going to go and 6 actions to optimize your socials. Okay, I'm going to break this down.
Coming from the heart, baby.
Coming from the heart.
Oh,
now, like we said, change your mindset. Okay, don't be a perfectionist or be afraid to put yourself in front of the camera, because no one gives a shit, dude. All right, and I don't want to hear excuses of people going, "Oh, I want to save up for a freaking camera. I don't have enough equipment." Everyone here have got a mobile phone. All right. 1's in the chat if you've got an iPhone, and 2's in the chat if you've got an Android, so I can abuse you.
Yeah.
Oh, Android gang. Android gang.
The camera's big.
Oh, 3 if you got a flip phone. Flip phone gang, baby.
Oh. Hello, Moto.
Damn, what are you doing with Android? Move on to Apple. So much better. Manage your expectations. Manage your expectations, because you are not Skrillex, okay? And I put that because I see a lot of new artists that have this persona that because they're an artist now, they need to be cool. some cool dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like, be authentic. Sup, guys? Just put up my freaking tune up online. Dude, no one knows who you are yet. Why are you talking like people know who you are? All right? You know, guys, thank you so much for coming up and to my stream. No one knows who you are yet. So stop speaking like you have an audience. Speak from the heart. Word. Hey, guys, I just started my project last week, and this is something that I've always been wanting to do. I'm pretty terrified about putting myself online, but I'm going to do it anyway. That is way more authentic than, sup, dude, just put a new SoundCloud mix. Yeah, it's pretty sick, you know. It's full on, you know, jump up. I'm sure you guys will like it. You know, no one gives a fuck, dude. I'm sorry. If there's any of you guys here that get offended, that literally is. And,
press 1.
And it's literally 1. You won't grow if you do that. Not even press 1. Shit. All right? Just fucking post. Right? You are like, and again, I'm going to touch a point of that. If Justin Bieber literally says Ligma on Twitter, the world's going to go crazy and he's going to get 1,000 reposts. 4 publications are going to go like, what the hell is Justin Bieber doing saying this to the young generations? If you say Ligma, you're going to get 1 like, bro. Because no one knows what the fuck, you're on drugs or something. Right? It's all about context.
You do that again.
Yeah, it's just like This is moving on. Find the objective of your post, like I've said. All right, you got to ask yourself, what the hell are you trying to show here? Expect less engagement if you're making selfish content about yourself, content about music, like I freaking touched base and insulted before. And expect more engagement when you create content that literally incites emotion. Because that's the rule of thumb. What I usually do is like, okay, if I'm making content If it's about my music or if it's about jump up drum and bass, it's only going to go to those people in my following base or in my circle and the people that know who Don Darko is and wants to see the content, right? It's a smaller sample size than if I made DJ content of me mucking around with my mate here doing dumb shit on stage. We don't even show a crowd in our content anymore. We literally just show ourselves fucking around because that's who we are when we're performing. We're not try hards. We're not trying to show how cool we are. We're just trying to be ourselves. And that is literally the key of how our stuff gets to the masses, because it's more relevant than just if we showcased Don Darko and Blackheart's music. It's only going to be relevant to that tiny bit of people. Yeah. All right. So you guys have to understand and get that. If you want to tackle these two things at the same time, tell a story. Storytelling wins because you combine the two concepts together. If you get good at storytelling, all right, and how you know if you're good at storytelling is when you go to kick-ons. Are you the cunt that doesn't shut up and talk shit? Because that's me. That's Daniel. That's Josh, and that's Marche. That's 4 of us. That's what we're doing this shit together, and that's why we know how to do it. When we do content, it's very in line. It's very easy for us to do strategy for our types of content because we can tell a story. Right? People that are introverts, you might have to tell a story differently. Everyone have to tailor it to their own personalities. All right. Learn to read your insights. Yeah. Trust the data over your own judgments. Yeah. Engage with the people already engaging with, and respond to comments, respond to DMs, and change what doesn't work. So if shit doesn't work, fucking change it. Stop doing the same old trash
engaging
content.
with people is a big one, especially if you're a small artist. Like I saw someone say, even you can say like, I'm small enough to still respond to DMs. Like DM me if you like it. Like,
bro,
let's
literally.
chat. Tell people that you're open and available to talk.
If Dan and I can still respond to everyone or try our best to, and we have 50,000 whatever followers each, you guys should be able to freaking do it, right?
Pushes more views as well to the
yeah, man.
Like it's more activity happening on your post.
That's it.
Why would you not?
4, post as much as you can. There's no freaking limit. I don't know all these guys. Oh no, I post 6 p.m. so much better, dude. I post 3 in the morning. Sometimes I post 6 in the morning. Sometimes I post 6 p.m. I post whenever I finish editing the video because that's how it should work. Your favorite creators are posting 1,000 times a month, sometimes 10 times a day. And you're worried about what type of post, you know what I mean? Like that's how ridiculous it is. Like you guys are just you guys haven't put enough sample size to literally understand if it's going to work or not. Right? Focus on the quality. I mean, quality doesn't necessarily mean the actual quality of the video, but the things that you're trying to portray, like the value you're trying to give, and then you can focus on the quantity. And once you can do those 2 things, unstoppable.
Yeah, it's not quality of the video. It's not your shots, your lighting. It's the message and what you're telling people.
100%. Right? Always use captions. Literally, regardless of whatever you think, DJ videos, always use captions. People watch videos without sound. Even if you're like doing things where it's about your song, put a freaking caption at the top, telling them to turn the sound on. I do it all the time. I got Dan to do it all the time. 4 words at a time maximum. Because someone like Daniel who doesn't know how to read very well can't read very fast.
Too many words on the screen. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I'm out. Next. Okay. Don't freaking stop. All right. Consistency is easy when your content is easy to create. Don't compare yourself to large creators. Compare yourself to your previous posts. Don't be afraid to reuse footage. All right. If I get a video that went viral, and same with Dan, and we do this all the time, we're like, sweet, that's 5 more videos that we can post sometime down the line, bro. Because we know that already works, right? If we get 10,000 followers from one video, we can post it again because like our old shit again, because it's like those new 10,000 followers haven't seen those old videos yet.
Look at your insights, see the average view from that video and try and make it a little bit more engaging at that point that keeps them watching until the end next time.
Retention, that's it.
Yeah, insights is a big one.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to repost old posts, right? So this is the mindset shift, okay? If you're serious about your career, then you'll start freaking creating and you won't just be here and watching this freaking video because you're just like, hey, I'm freaking bored and lazy. Maybe I'll learn something. I'll freaking know. I know all of you guys that are in the chat right now. I will stalk your shit because I'm freaking like that type of person.
He doesn't sleep.
I'm that salty, dude.
Sleeps.
Right? The music industry doesn't give a shit about your feelings. So like, that's one thing you just got to swallow it up. You either consume content or you create content. That
Yeah.
is literally it. You're a creator or you're not. There's no such thing as, no, I don't make videos, dude. I'm just a musician. Fuck off. When was the last time you freaking listened to a song without anything visual in front of you? You're either going to a rave, right, where it's an experience. When you go to listen to a song, you're at the gym, right? It's all tied into an experience. This is another way you can get someone to literally experience your art form in a different way. And you're choosing to not do it, then you might as well just freaking quit, dude. Honestly, if this is like too hard for you, then you might as well just take up a different career, because music production and DJing is just one little piece of the puzzle. And guess what? It's the fucking easiest part. I can DJ in my sleep. I can make 3 songs before freaking midnight if I really wanted to, because like I have my freaking processes and whatnot. It doesn't mean that it's going to do well, because content is what pushes it, right? This is the hard part. And you're not going to get to greatness if you're not going to go through a hard freaking road. Otherwise, everyone's just going to be a musician and a DJ, because it's easy, dude. I just have to make freaking music and DJ. If it's easy, everyone will freaking do it. It's fucking hard. All right. There's 50 of you guys on here. There's probably going to be like 5 of you guys that are going to make it in the next few years as someone huge. That is the literal statistics, dude. And I'm just being very blunt and being very honest, because I don't have time for bullshit anymore. I'm 31 fucking years old. And if I'm going to mentor and teach people, I'm going to be fucking be.
He loves this. He lives for this.
This is my 3rd time doing this project, right? So I've retried it.
Yeah,
3rd time's a charm. I've
third
gone,
project, guys.
and I've done this for 10 years.
3rd project.
All right? I had people going to me and be like, dude, man, you pretty much blew up overnight. And I'm like,
hell no.
my G, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean?
That's what he says.
Jesus. Implement the 6 actions, change your mindset, find the fucking objective, learn to read your insights, okay? Don't read your own fucking feelings. Oh, maybe it needs this. I don't know. It doesn't need a new hook.
The data will tell you.
There you go. Post as much as you can. Stop making fucking excuses. Use captions so people can read it before they listen to it, because you guys are musos. You want people to listen to your shit. Make sure you tell them. Otherwise, they're going to see a video of silent of you going, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Can't do that one.
One more time.
And don't stop.
Press 1 if you want to do it one more time.
Yeah, press 1 if you wanted to demonstrate that one more time.
Yeah, use this in your content.
Right, we got one. We got one. All right, back to focus.
You know what? As a matter of fact, everyone fucking pull out your phone right now and just take a fucking photo of this webinar right now and be like, Don Darko told me I gotta put this as a story or he's gonna spank me. I will I swear to God. I literally will check and cross-reference everyone. Because because this is literally the game, guys. Oh, yes, it was a Gollum accent. Working with the algorithm.
It's kicking in.
Okay, TikTok, 50 points collected from 300 people. Stop promoting. Tell a story instead. Okay, short form videos are still number 1. Always have a fucking hook in the first 3 to 5 seconds. I swear to God, the thing that makes me so angry, when people send me videos like, what can I do better? I don't even watch the first 3 seconds. It doesn't have a hook. I'm like, it's shit. It doesn't have a hook, bro. I'm not watching the rest of the video, right? Make your video shorter. I don't know who you guys think you are, making 2-minute videos, expecting the world to watch your whole thing, right? DJs out here, I know some of you guys are DJs. You want people to listen to your 30-minute mixes. Artists find it hard to listen to a freaking 30-second snippet of their track that they made from scratch, guys.
Deep breath.
Yeah.
So understand that it's like, instead of giving you 30 minutes freaking bloody video, put snippets, man. Snippets of the songs and of the mix, and then put it up as little bite-sized content. All right?
Yeah, you go.
Your ex might lie, but your insights won't. So freaking listen to it. Think of every single post as one free lottery ticket. If you had a chance to have free lottery tickets,
This is
guys,
also a great slide to screenshot, like genuinely to refer back to.
literally
That's like a step-by-step thing.
fucking lottery ticket for free. Every single post that you do.
So true.
You can't win the lotto if you don't buy a ticket.
Guys, there's this one account in India that posts 100 times a day and they get 500 million impressions every month. That's 500 million. That's more than some news outlets that they get. And this is just one account. And if they're doing that and posting 100 times a day, it's like they can easily traffic anything they want. If you guys are overthinking of your content, then literally it's useless. There's no point. Now let me show you quickly one of the viral videos that I have here. So bada bing, bada boom. Okay. So bam, bam, boom. Okay, this is an example.
Demo.
It's because I'm in it.
You can grab it if you want.
Screen.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's in the office.
So, all right. So, can everyone see this? Press 1 in the chat. Everyone can see this. All right.
Yeah, I can see it.
Dope. I can see. So this is one of the videos that I had of me DJing, and I'm literally like, oh, I've chopped this up from the set, and I'm like, the drop is way too freaking good, and our reactions and what we're doing here with the build up in the background is so enticing that this one's going to be a banger. All right, but when I posted it,
That box.
that, sorry, yeah.
Exit that.
Oh yeah. But when I posted it, it only got 7,000 likes and wait. So let me just show you guys first what the video is. Right.
No sound.
Is that?
No sound.
Oh, there's no sound. Okay, shit.
Is there no sound for you guys? Press 1 if there's no sound. No sound. It's all good.
Then I just need to make sure that there's sound coming
Technical issues. Please stand by.
through. Please stand by. Oh, fuck it. If there's no sound, there's no sound. It's all right. Okay, so I saw that and I was like,
It's
you know
just a
what?
mix. It's just a mix you're playing.
Yeah. It's just a mix. Okay, so it's just from the set. I didn't really add anything too crazy
You
on
can
it.
link it in the chat, Quincy.
It's his top pinned post.
It's not.
Real,
It's
is
not.
it? Oh, it's not. Sorry.
So this is the post, all right? And essentially what I did was like, okay, I took this and I went back to the file and I was like, you know what? I can make this go even more viral if I change a few things because of what happens here at the start when the camera moved. All right, so let's go back to Dan's head, whatever. At the start here, you see there's a lot of movement from Daniel, went to me, had a text hook and everything, but there was too much movement because I saw and I looked at my data and looked at the insights that, oh, if there's lower views, it was because of the hook. So I changed the hook and I refined it so it became like this, right?
Wow, 88. From 7,000 to 88,000.
And so this one has 88,000 likes, right? So when I'll link
exact
this one.
same thing.
And it's almost exact same thing. All I changed was the freaking hook, guys. All I literally changed was the hook. I added this to signal that there's audio and to entice people to turn it on. See, almost shat my pants first time I tested this one.
It's true.
So I made the hook a little bit more enticing and extreme and very on brand of what I do is like people always fucking make jokes about that made me shat my pants, blah, 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 slap my nan to freaking back to nursing home, whatever. It's a hook. And this time I didn't have it go from Dan and zoom it to me. I literally have it so it zooms in straight to me. And then and I cut off the action. I went straight to the action of me looping it. And at the same time, at the end, I also trimmed about 1 second off the video. That's all I did, guys. And then I just posted it.
And can I make a point here?
Yes.
The first post was November 4th, 2024, and the second one was January 13th, 2025. 2 months. And if that doesn't show you guys that you can repost the same thing months later and it won't work, 7,000 versus 88,000.
And then this clocked my tune. Okay, so another one of those things, right? I'm indirectly promoting my song here. I'm not telling them, listen to this song.
Yeah.
I wait for people to then ask, what song is this in the comments?
And that's always the most effective way to promote
The most effective way. That is the hack, guys. If you want to
Showing
promote
the experience of the song.
Yeah.
exactly,
If you say new song out now,
no one gives a
nobody
shit,
cares.
right? Because you're asking them for value. You're asking other people, do this for me. Listen to my mix. Listen to my sing. Right?
Just show them on the post.
Yeah. As soon as you make a video that's about something entertaining or heartfelt or emotional, it's giving them value in that they appreciate the watch. And then just like us as humans, we'll notice things visually and also sonically. And so that being the drop or whatever it is, you have that as essentially like your product, right? Which is your song. Don't give it away until someone literally talks and asks about it in the comment. Then you pin that comment and then you put it as your story. That's the way you promote. You don't literally go and tell people to do shit. People don't like being told to listen to other people's stuff. I don't even do that. Where you barely ever see me go, guys, listen to my song right now. Very rarely. If I do, it's probably once in a blue moon when it's like a very actual meaningful song release that I've done. Right? Maybe like the one with Mackie G and whatnot. But I literally made a post and talked about my experience with it.
Even the meaningful posts will even be supplemented by posts of just you listening to the song with graphics on top, or 100%. People like rocking out to the song. So instead of asking people to go listen to it, just show them the song in the post.
In the post, man. And that's how it is, you know. And so like you don't have to think too hard about this, guys. This is literally what we're supposed to be doing, is enjoying our time and journey and just documenting it. Okay. And so I urge you guys, every single one of you guys here, to literally do the same and take those lessons that we've literally learned about and implement it in your own thing, in your own projects. Okay. Is there any more questions for you guys? I'm not native English speaker. Should I make content in my native language on the side or just lock in the content in English? That's very good. So it depends on where you're from. If most of the people, again, yeah, okay, there you go. Levi said both, because it's like you as a person is not a native English speaker. Like one thing that I wish I did was do more content in Indonesian. And honestly, you guys might start seeing some content that I speak in Indonesian because of the fact that I want to get a bunch of Indonesian followers. Because every time I go to Asia, they fucking love drum and bass, but it's just an untapped market because I'm Australian and everything that this genre originated from the UK. You know, our following that is all in the Western nations. It's a good question, but it's like, if it's who you are, don't be afraid to do it. You know what I mean? Excited to learn. I want to do this for the rest of my existence. Fucking
hell yeah.
So do I. So do us. Look, you can expect me at 80 years old, if I live that long, to still be up on the decks for sure.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's not gonna make it to 80. Any more questions, guys? Like about anything, about the content, about TMA, about music? I went from having a residency, the biggest club in my city, leaving it because the clubs here only play top 40. Should I even bother playing gigs if they're not in the same lane I am pursuing? 100%. That's one of the hardest things. I spoke to someone today that I'm mentoring about how they're like, how do I go from being a DJ to being an artist?
I did exactly that. So the way I started doing it was, so I wanted to play drum and bass. So I put the top 40 vocals on top of drum and bass songs, so I could still get away with playing what I wanted to play. And then you just mix it up. You just mix it up with current top 40 stuff. You just put your flavor on what the club wants you to play. You get the cool videos, you get cool photos, and then you can kind of push that towards your artistry stuff.
Because don't expect the change to be very like rapid. You have to be gradual.
It took years.
It literally took him years. Because I remember him talking to me about it. He's like, I don't want to be one of those guys, one of the DJs that gets booked for nightclubs anymore.
Some of the biggest sets I've ever played were commercial sets, and they were like 15,000 people.
And can I just note as well, you know, playing a gig is only one stream of reach / income.
That's it.
Aside from your content. Your content can be all drum and bass and the stuff that's authentic to you, but get as many bags as you can, open as many laneways as you can, including gigs if they mean top 40 songs. Yeah, literally. If it's about a branding thing, if you just say you want to, if it's not the same lane that you're pursuing, an easy fix is literally have one that's a DJ moniker, and the other one, your serious project one. Yeah. I did that when I was going from DJing to starting Don Darko. I DJed and played around as St. Quinn. Some of you guys in this chat might still remember that, but I DJed as St. Quinn, right?
Blackout used to be house music.
There you go, yeah. I used to make house music. When I started Don Darko, it was just full drum and bass artistry from the start. Didn't take any gigs that was unless it's me getting booked as an artist. And then so my first gig as Don Darko was my own headline, because that's how I branded that name from the start. The question I have is, my journey is a bit different. I've gone through a massive weight loss journey, 91 kilos. Oh, awesome. Congrats. Fuck yeah. World combining that DJ would be a good idea. Combining the content, relating back to being authentic.
Definitely.
Oh, Robert, 100%.
That's gonna sit. Yeah, you
That,
nail it.
dude. That's literally a gold mine.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
because that's emotional,
Yes.
enticing, as authentic as it can be.
And people can relate. It's a real thing. It's a real story.
Yeah.
It's not some guy rocking up being like, I've been the shit since I was born.
That's honestly that one thing in that's just so far that is like an easy blanket yes from all three of us.
100%.
That, dude, I could see that shit blowing up. Now it's about the execution. So you have the idea. Again, it's like less planning, more posting. So what are you going to do, Robert, to fucking start posting that shit, right? And it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable because you're gonna have to put yourself out there and be a little bit more vulnerable than usual. But that is okay. And at the end of the day, if the people don't want to be there, if you lose followers or whatever, fuck them off. They're not supposed to be there anyway. You know what I mean?
Every now and again.
When do you think is the right time to start dropping originals after doing bootleg spam strategy? Oh, good question. I always say do bootlegs to make yourself relevant, right? Because it's very easy. Oh, and this is another big W of a freaking hack, guys, okay? So with bootlegs, because they're so easy to make and they're fucking quick as well to make, you don't need to do the whole bootleg. Just do the fucking build up and the drop, then make a content about it. If people like it, if you get likes, all these fucking views, and people are like, holy shit, when does this drop? Then you go and finish it. If you don't get the freaking attention that you're hoping for, scrap it. Move on to the next bootleg. Right? That's what I did. It's fucking literally.
Don't focus on playing more gigs. That's not the important thing.
Yeah.
The online presence is way more powerful than gigs.
Literally. I always tell people, it's like, oh, how do I fucking get more gigs as an artist? First thing is stop playing gigs. You can't create.
If you're gigging.
Yeah. So you can't create scarcity if you're everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
Right? If you're out there fucking doing shows for $100 and stuff an hour, don't expect other promoters to pay you anything more. You gotta literally become scarcity. You gotta stop doing gigs, focus on the production, focus on your brand. Start killing it online because it's so fucking easy. You sit there in the same spot with your mobile phone and literally just create content, bro.
And then when you start gigging again, you'll have 20 times more people buying tickets to your
Fucking
gig.
oath, dude.
And if you get gigs, use them to make content, please.
Yes.
There you go. Oof. We never ever go
Oh my
play
God,
a
it's
gig
so
for a
good.
willy-nilly. Every gig that we do, we use it to literally grab pieces of content.
And the most viral stuff me and him have both posted of live gig.
Yep. It's like, how much can we squeeze the lemon?
Yeah.
Every gig is a lemon thrown at us. When life gives you lemons, right? When the music
Squeeze
industry
them.
gives us lemons, I squeeze the fuck out of them, bro.
And make it into lemonade.
Yeah, and then literally I tell him to squeeze it, and then I tell him to throw it back at me to squeeze it again, and we keep repeatedly squeezing it until it becomes lemon sherbet.
There's dehydrated lemon.
It's like,
Yeah, of course. If you've never played a gig before, you need to get out there and start playing gigs. Like, we're not saying don't play gigs, but I'm saying, like, you need to, obviously you want to practice.
yeah, it just depends on, again, it comes to objective. If you want to be a DJ, gigs is your number one thing. If you want to be an artist, production first.
Yes.
You get the gig through production.